no more talk. I mean, we haven't had the need to talk about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Now we're going to be talking about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, because Angelina Jolie, while being interviewed over the weekend or last week, and because it got released over the weekend with The Guardian, basically threw Brad Pitt under the bus, threw him in the fire. Yeah, just threw him in the fire. And if you guys didn't see this, you'll see what I'm talking about here. So, and it's kind of interesting. It's really kind of interesting right here. So, well, I don't really exactly have a screen to go to. It's just this is the part in the article that she talks about this. So it says right here, in 2009, Pitt starred in Quentin Tarantino's *Inglourious Basterds*, co-produced by the Weinstein Company. In 2012, she says Pitt approached Weinstein to work as a producer for the noir thriller *Killing Them Softly*, which the Weinstein Company later distributed. In doing so, Jolie felt he was minimizing the sexual assault she had endured by, of course, gross, disgusting Mr. Harvey Weinstein. "We fought." This is her quote right here. "We fought about it. Of course it hurt," Jolie says, about Pitt being happy to work with Weinstein despite knowing he had assaulted her. She avoided attending promotional events for the film. All right, so that's what's happening right there. And, it's hard to gauge, whether is this true, what's happening. Of course, we're not going to ever know fully what was going on. I already know I read something somewhere else that said Brad Pitt, he hasn't said anything, but his side is saying she's full of shit, blah, blah, blah. But what's interesting about this is the fact that they are going still through, child custody stuff, all this, there's things like that. There's things like that they're going through. And it's really, you're just going to throw the man under the bus because of the Weinstein thing, even though there's so many other, you could throw so many actors, so many celebrities under the bus. Oprah Winfrey, how many times have we seen people show that image of her kissing Harvey Weinstein? So many people kiss that man's ass. But, obviously, anybody he's assaulted, they're not going to kiss her asses. And do I believe that Harvey Weinstein assaulted Jolie? Absolutely. That guy was a fucking slob. He was disgusting. But what's interesting about this is the fact that we can go back to 2019. We can go back to 2019, where Gwyneth Paltrow says Brad Pitt threatened to kill Harvey Weinstein over alleged harassment. So we got one Brad Pitt ex saying that, oh yeah, he didn't care. He wanted to work with Harvey Weinstein, this, that, and this. And we got another ex who's not involved in a child custody divorce kind of thing, saying that, oh yeah, he fucking threatened to kill him. So it's just kind of interesting. It was the equivalent of throwing him against the wall. Pitt then allegedly told Weinstein, "If you ever make her feel uncomfortable again, I'll kill you." So there's that. So it's which one? He was wanting to work with it, and then, other stuff that I was reading when it came to this situation, Pitt's corner is basically saying oh no, it's not like he was personally asked Harvey Weinstein to do anything. He was just the company distributed the movies or whatever the hell. So it's pretty much just what do you do with that? What do you do with that? Well, it's all, I don't know. It's all very interesting when it comes to all this. It's all very interesting because, like I said, you have one ex who, from years and years ago that threatened Harvey Weinstein, said, yeah, he totally threatened Harvey Weinstein. Then you have another one going oh yeah, he was totally wanting to work with him and stuff like that. I don't know. It's all very, who knows? Nobody's going to know. We're not going to know. And we're just going to go by he said, she said kind of stuff. But when I read that about Angelina Jolie, I kind of went, well, she is, they are doing that child custody thing, divorce and whatever. And then it reminded me how Gwyneth Paltrow and even Pitt talked about it. It's yeah, he threatened him at one point. So I don't know which one to take it or leave it. Who knows? So who knows when it comes to all of the situation. But I'm just glad we're not hearing about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp this time, right? It's a whole different couple. Yeah, because everything has to be out there. All the dirty laundry, just out there. But I think it seems a little bit, it's a little sus, as the kids say, a little sus that since they're going through this whole ordeal of divorce and child custody, that she just happens to throw that out there. Oh yeah, let me just throw out the Harvey Weinstein thing, see what that happens, huh, pretty boy? That's right. I got you.